Good morning and welcome to another weekend here at Cheers Is. It is Friday the 19th of June. It has been another crazy week and I've just finished doing breakfast. So all of our guests have checked out. We've got one room left in. They've all been sent off with a packed breakfast. It has been a busy week. So the kitchen's cleared down. I'm going to take the coffee up for the girls, have a bit of breakfast. We've got another lot of kombucha brewing here. So here's our nativity kombucha. Have a look. And we have got one bottle left of the last batch and it has got super leery, so I've been burping it regularly, but for safety's sake our last bottle is in the shed, but it is delicious. So I'm going to take the coffee upstairs, grab some breakfast, and we're going to take you with us for this weekend. Oh, no guests booked in yet this weekend, so there is a serious chance of a couple of lie-ins. This week has been brutal. It has been really busy. We are very tired, but you know, it's good to be busy. Right, it is 8:10. We're just getting some breakfast. Bit of an addition to our home this week. What did we get this week?
An island.
Look at this.
I know, everybody on this island.
I call it No Man.
No, yeah, you've done this, it doesn't work very well.
No Man is an island. So this is the main feature that Tracey wanted for her wines, so she can get lots of wines in there.
Lots of wines in there.
And lots of wines in there. Morning, Tracey.
Morning, I don't think that much wine. I don't think I'm going to get through that much.
So this will keep her going for a weekend. And we're gonna, you know, got straws, it's got that.
It's got that.
It's got this. Daisy has already been baking and cooking on there. Yeah. Daisy had her braces done yesterday, didn't you? How are you feeling?
I'm sore.
Yeah, so it was quite interesting doing the whole social distancing.
Yeah.
Were you happy with how it was done?
I was happy, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was weird though, it was a bit apocalyptic.
It was a bit of pop. Ooh. A pop. I can't say it. A pop. Not interesting. So I'm going to check on the kombucha, our last bottle of kombucha. How good was that batch of kombucha?
So good.
I mean, really good.
Really good.
So we had the ginger and lime one and the plain one. Even Luke really rated the plain one, the original one. But the other one is safely in the shed, so I'm going to get that one out later. Burp him, stick him in the fridge. I think we'll have him later on.
Yes.
You've been doing some stuff with fermentation, haven't you?
I'm making a sourdough starter.
Nice. So yeah, Daisy's making a sourdough starter. She's to stay in the kitchen, which is living on the shelf. And that's sort of bubbling and growing and doing all sorts. What's in that?
It's just flour and water.
And that's it?
Yeah.
So pretty much glue.
Glue. Paper mache.
So we're going to have some breakfast. Funnily enough, I've got a whole bunch of ironing to do. Frida has been sat there for quite a lot of the week really. And yeah, I think this weekend, because we haven't got any guests in, I want to do, obviously there's going to be a fair bit of work getting the house straight and the business straight. But I think we're going to take it a little bit chilled. We have got the opportunity for a couple of lie-ins, but one of those might not happen because what do we want to do this weekend?
Walk up and do solstice, like, is it Summer Solstice?
Yeah. Yeah, we are thinking of taking a wander up to Stonehenge and seeing what the solstice, Summer Solstice is all about, because we've never done that, but that will mean getting up silly early. That is getting up earlier than the magic hours at Hollywood Studios early. I think we're going to do it. I'm not 100% committing to it yet, but I think I'm going to do it. It is a mucky old day out there. It has been a horrible week weather-wise, but hey ho, so we're going to have some breakfast and crack on with the day. Right, so Daisy's just come in and she has just said, I need to feed my starter. So her starter is the thing that
Levens.
well, hell, that's all right.
No, it doesn't.
This is exactly how it looked in the 80s. So she needs to feed her starter, and that's the thing for her sourdough. And when she first started making it, she put an elastic band around to judge the levels.
Yeah. So I put this in, I made this 2 days ago, and I was supposed to feed it yesterday, but there weren't any bubbles, so I thought I'd leave it, and it hadn't risen. And then this morning it's got like a centimetre on it. And it looks hungry.
That is like the plant from
Little Shop.
Yeah. Fun fact. Fun fact. I played the plant in Little Shop of Horrors.
I drew too.
Yeah, and Tracey played Audrey 2,
No,
Audrey 1. Yeah, it was really good. The great thing about being the plant in Little Shop of Horrors, I didn't have to learn my lines.
That's the best role that's the role you want, isn't it? You don't have to learn lines, just sit behind the stage with a microphone.
Yeah, so on stage there was the big plant. I was sat in the wings with my scripts. The producer wasn't very happy that I hadn't learnt my lines, but I kind of knew them. And then I was just mic'd up and I sang. It was like, feed me Seymour, feed me all night long, 'cause if you feed me Seymour. And that's how it went.
Please keep going.
A bit early for all that. Luke's still not up, but yes, more fun with Keith singing Little Shop of Horrors later in the day.
Little shop of horrors.
What?
Little shop of terrors.
Then we'll get Tracey involved, and then
Box you up. Little shop of horrors. Well.
and then we'll get Tracey involved. We'll have a whole thing. Luke can sing. Luke probably makes everything sound like Nickelback. I've given you sunlight. I've given you rain. But I guess you're not happy
Unless I open
a thing. Oh, listen.
I want to sniff it. It smells sweet. It smells like sweet porridge. It's kind of like sickly sweet though. I wouldn't want to
Totally
sniff
sweet. It does smell. It smells alright.
It's not my favourite smell in the world.
It smells fermenty.
It smells like it's supposed to. Ugh.
Try a bit.
No! This is a really gross. All like the fancy people who've done this can tell me I'm doing it wrong.
Right, it is 25 past 11. I've done all the stuff on Frida that I'm going to need to do. Luke is in a meeting at work. It's well weird hearing Luke in like a meeting. He's part of a special group at work that do like extra bits, so like office champions. So it's weird hearing him. You know, I think his MD's in on the meeting as well. So it's weird because, you know, it's Luke. What's going on out here, girls? Daisy's been doing some colouring in.
Colouring in.
Right.
You can see what she's colouring in, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I found.
Can we pause your mate?
Well, I'm watching Brad on Bon Appetit.
Brad is a lad and has been curing egg yolk, which is fascinating.
So I've been colouring in Alfie Bow.
This is really cool what you found, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool.
What is it?
There's this website that has loads of like musical theatre colouring in sheets.
And this is Les Mis.
Yeah.
Very nice. Tracey has finished rooms now, pretty much, as I just fall over a lead. And I'm going to head out into the shed to get that kombucha out, burp him, and undo the door key though, burp him, and stick him in the fridge. Right, so here's our kombucha. It's looking a bit funky on top, and this has been in the bottle for just over a week now, but there we go. Okay, so it is coming up for 1:45. I think I've done most of like the housework in the main building. All the beds are done some hoovering. I need to start shifting some furniture. I think if you've watched these before, we're doing some work in our home bit. So we're repurposing some of the furniture that used to be guest rooms into the main house. So hopefully this afternoon, shifting some beds. We've got a bunch of washing on, done a bunch of ironing, done some hoovering. Tracey is in the shower freshening up. Daisy's having a nice bath. Luke's been doing his hair on his lunch break, which is a bit weird, but Luke is on his lunch break and has had a meeting for 2 hours, which is, yeah, cool. And I'm just going to do a couple of bits in the main building, and then I'm going to do a Peloton, and then after I've done a Peloton, I am going to start shifting some beds. So yeah, flat out today. It is 4:05. I've done my Peloton, I've had a shower, I've got the hairdryer out again. I'm out of practice with the hairdryer, it's doing all sorts of weird stuff over here. I definitely need a haircut, well bad.
Alright though.
Thanks darling, you look lovely. How's your day been?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we did a bit of work, didn't we? Did a bit of work, got shower cleaned, a bit of admin, did a bit of stuff.
And now you're looking at a tutorial.
Now I'm looking at a tutorial, because macrame has been rather challenging from our Buckt home box. So yeah, it did suggest on it that you go onto their website, the people who supplied the macrame, and look at their tutorials. So I'm just sort of getting them more of a visual as to what it should look like as you're doing it, because it's not easy when you're just reading the instructions. I'm a very visual person, I need visual guides, so I'm going to have another go at it and see if I can work it, because it looks really good. I'd like to get it done.
It does look good. I think I might. Well, this weekend I want to finish painting the little bird box that came with it and get that hung up, and I'm going to have a go at that claymation, like the animation stuff. So Daisy wants McDonald's. I think that's going to cause an argument with Luke, because I don't think he wants McDonald's, but she's not picked what she's wanted for a while, so we're going with a McDonald's. I need to pop to Tesco's. We've got a lay-in tomorrow, which is super exciting. Yes. We have got a booking tomorrow night, but I've told them continental breakfast outside your room before we go to bed, so we're having 2 lay-ins and they were fine with that. I am having a spot of cheese because I haven't eaten since yoghurt o'clock, which was about 8:30 this morning, so I'm starving. So yeah, and I think we're going to watch a bit of telly tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Are you watching film or series? I don't know.
I fancy a film. Because we've got no guests here, we can turn the telly up, because normally we have to listen out for like bells and doorbells. So
action.
I'm thinking action.
Maybe Marvel.
Oh.
Start the Marvel films in order.
Sounds like a plan. It is coming up to 6 o'clock and you are joining us at Rock and Roll Friday nights here at Cheers Ears. How things have changed. I am painting my birdhouse. Tracey's having a few wines and doing some
macrame. I'm kind of sorting it out, I think. I'm getting there. I'm using the tutorial.
Yeah.
You know, needs must.
I'm liking this a lot. I'm thinking of a career change in arts and crafts.
It's therapeutic.
It is really therapeutic.
We've had a really, really busy week. The weekends of the last few weeks, as Keith said, we've had enough business at the weekends to mean that we've not had a lie-in. So tomorrow we have our first lie-in for ages, and we are very tired. But this is actually quite a nice way to wind down.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I've got no paint on me. Yeah,
you've moved away from rage red to mellow yellow, I see.
Yeah. So I think my birdhouse will be dry tomorrow. I'm going to add some bits and pieces on there, build it up, hang it up in one of the trees out the back. Who knows? Might get some birds in it. I don't know where the kids are, but the kids are...
They're quiet, which is, you know, at this age when they're quiet, it's quite nice. When they're about 3 and they're quiet, it's worrying because you don't know what they're doing. But now it's like, yes, they are quiet.
Yeah, when they come toddling out of a room covered in ravioli. Yeah. Not now, like when they were little. Luke maybe now, but...
Yeah, Daisy's past that now.
Yeah, so they've been really noisy. Luke's been at work all day. But what... Daisy... I can hear them a bit, but they're so blooming noisy. Anyway, so they're in the room. Not having McDonald's now. They got shouted down. So I think we're having a kebab. And oh, that didn't last long. All right, Daiso. Right, it is 6:30. We have been doing arts and crafts on a Friday evening.
Arts and crafts.
What did I say?
Arts and crafts.
We've been doing arts and crafts on a Friday. I don't know what that accent was.
Does.
On a Friday evening, because we're super cool and rock and roll. Tracey is having a break from the macrame because she's finding it difficult, but I'm sure she's going to get it.
Yeah, it's just you need a lot of concentration and there was a lot of distractions, so I'm kind of going to give it a go when I've got nothing else to think about.
Yes, and I've painted the birdhouse, which is really, really nice, and I'm going to do the claymation either tomorrow or Sunday or what have you. The kids are happy. They now want a Domino's, so I've told them to get on with it. You know, you order your own. We're having a kebab because we can be fairly healthy with our kebabs. And the kids are in Luke's room. Daisy's learning to play the guitar, and she's funny with like sharing certain things. But Daisy, her singing voice is incredible.
Sorry to interrupt. She's doing really well, but she's not comfortable.
Oh, all right, Daisy.
All right.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Your guitar.
Me guitar?
Yeah.
Wait.
We're saying that you got a nice singing voice.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, so Daisy's and Luke are doing that. Tracey and I are going to sit down and watch a bit of telly. Right, so dinner has arrived. Kids are ordering their own. We're leaving them to it. I've gone for a mixed kebab, so meat and salad. Tracey's gone for a chicken kebab. And we're going to sit down. We are watching the last episode of the Imagineering season, the Imagineering story on Disney+.
Emotional.
well, emotional.
The last 2 episodes are really emotional. It just, yeah, it's all about the Disney love and the Disney X Factor and what it does to you. It's just warm and fuzzy.
It is awesome. So we're going to watch the last episode of that. Watch something else afterwards. The kids are happy, we're happy. We will see you tomorrow. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is 9:30. We've had an old school lie-in. Yeah, well nice. No guests in. Feel super chilled. A little bit too chilled. I don't feel like ready to go. A little bit of work to do today. Bit of stuff in the house. Need to shift some furniture around. I have got some blueberries defrosting. So I'm going to have those for breakfast with some yogurt. Daisy is doing a bit of editing. Tracey's making herself look lovely. Morning, Daiso. How are you? Yeah, good, thanks. We are cracking through the Gilmore Girls at the moment. We have been, Daisy, how long have we been watching that for?
Like 5 years.
We've been watching that for like 5 years, and we have just started the last season of the original stuff. But after that, there's some like stuff that they've made fairly recently, which we're desperate to watch. Anyway, that's been a proper mission, but we are on the last series of that. So we watched a few of those last night before bed, and yeah, had a nice big sleep. Right, plenty of stuff to do. We're gonna take you along with us. Right, it is 12:10. I've cleaned the kitchen. Oh, look at us. All words are hard this morning.
Oh, words are very hard to keep.
Shut up, Luke.
You can't spell friends.
Spelling is hard. I'm not an academic. I am a critical thinker. So there's a lot going on in here, and if I can't spell friends, I didn't get it like totally wrong. Morning, Luke.
There's not a lot to get wrong. There's not a lot of letters.
Pardon?
What?
Yeah, but it's the way round. Anyway, Luke's doing work. Tracy, what are you doing?
I'm doing the description for our vlog today.
Oh, nice.
It's going to go up at 5 o'clock.
Nice. Tracy's wearing a t-shirt that we got from our lovely friends at Ink It Up. Look at that.
Zooming in on my boobs. Is that cheerleaders friendly?
I'm not sure. I wasn't zooming in that area on purpose, but that's where the font was. Daisy's going out for a walk in a bit, and I've got the kitchen straight, and now I've got to go and do some work in the main building. So we'll see you in a bit. So it's 1:45. Luke is beavering away in the corner. All right there, beavering away.
It's me, beavering Luke.
Luke's having a late lunch today because at 3 o'clock we are going to be watching probably another less than average performance from Arsenal. Daisy's popped out with a mate of hers. They are going for a walk. I don't know what the weather's going to do, but you know, is what it is. I'm going to have a spot of lunch. Tracy is doing some editing, or the final bits and pieces. Yep. Tracy has a new t-shirt from her friends at Ink It Up.
I think a dream is a wish your heart makes, which is one of my favourite songs from Disney.
Nice. Songs?
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Oh, better stop. Don't want to get copyrighted.
Not that good.
Our birdhouse is finished. I'm well happy with that. That was a lot of fun. So there we go. That was good, wasn't it?
That's good, yeah.
So we're going to hang that up in the garden. Daisy is watching Bon Appetit. If you've not seen this, this is right up there with Binging with Babish for me.
It might be my favourite YouTube channel.
Apart from
this big one.
the fair one. Daisy's cooking a chilli tonight. Daisy, this looks like we're doing some sort of pro shoot.
So here's one I prepared.
Very nice. Lighting's a bit off, but what we could do is get the lighting ring out.
Oh yeah, I'm basically Gino D'Acampo.
Slawless steward.
If grandmother had wheels, she would have a bike.
But Daisy needs a knife sharpened. I do like a bit of a game changer. If you are looking for a knife sharpener, then look no further. I have spent at least 80 quid in my life on not very good knife sharpeners. I'd love to be able to give it that old... Can't do that. I'd love to be able to do that. I've tried doing them on steels, but this is an any sharp knife sharpener. So all you do, they stick to a surface, you push them down, you lock them into place so they get solid like that. You get this knife and you just drag it through. Now, what it will do over time is it will, over time, take the shape out of your knife a little bit, but that knife is about, I don't know, 12 years old. And I think over time, you know, you should expect to get a bit of wobble in your blade. However, these Any Sharp things, fantastic. Literally 2, 3, 4 pulls through, and they're good. I don't know where I am. I got my first one, it broke. Right, okay. I got my first one and it broke because the handle came off. I'm a bit heavy-handed. I think I've still got the old one. Yeah, I am. It still works, but that came apart. Still works, but what you don't really want to be doing, like don't listen to Kifo when it comes to safety, is holding it and then sharpening it. Otherwise, you know, get a few little love bites on your fingers. But this is the deluxe model, which I got from a Christmas market from a very jolly chap who had rosy cheeks and looked a bit like a butcher.
He did look like Santa.
He did, didn't he?
Being Christmas time.
Yeah, he had like a bowler hat on and a stripy apron. Not interesting. But Any Sharp knife sharpeners game changer. Go for it. Oh, as proof, this is like we're doing an infomercial. Oh, this is much sharper.
Are you looking for a new knife sharpener?
I am looking for a new knife sharpener. So, what are we having for dinner tonight?
Sweet chilli.
Sweet chilli. What are we really having?
Chili.
Yeah, not sweet chilli.
No.
What's different about this chili?
It's made like chunks of like steak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not posh steak, like
No.
casserole steak,
Yeah.
instead of mince.
I'm surprised Luke's so interested in this because it's basically casserole.
Yeah, Luke doesn't like casserole. What I think Luke doesn't like, he doesn't like swede or parsnip. He doesn't like any vegetables that go all squishy. So tonight we have got chilli. I'm kind of done for work. I've finished in the main house. I've shifted some beds about. I'm now cleaning my bathroom because we all have responsibility for our own bathrooms. I've not gone in Luke's bathroom since it's been those rules.
There was like sand in the bath. Where's the sand coming?
I can just see Luke in there, bucket, spade, rubber duck, throwing sand around. Tracey has just popped into town to get a can of kidney beans, and I think we're going to have a nice chill tonight. I've got to phone my mum. Might have to phone, not have to phone my mum, but I am going to phone my mum. My mum's brilliant. And I'm going to phone my nan tomorrow. I'm going to push the Hoover around and watch some telly tonight. Right, it is 20 to 8. Daisy has been cooking up a storm. That's her chili. How cool does that look? Luke, how cool does that look? Got some broccoli on the firm. We've got the rice maker on the go. I've tried it. It's delicious. Luke's playing FIFA and is coming out. Oi, oi. And yeah, so he's going to join us for dinner. We are having dinner on the sofa, aren't we, girls?
Yeah.
Tipsy is getting ready to jump on Tracey. We are catching up with the Gilmore girls, and that's going to be us for the evening because we are going to pop up to take a look at a distance of Stonehenge in the morning. Summer Solstice, so the longest day, normally thousands of people there. They've closed it off, so we're not looking to get very close, probably just gonna skirt around the edges. We've never done it, and if it's gonna be a nice morning, it will be lovely to see the sunrise. Oh jeez, Luke, that is how you are gonna finish me off. Hello, Luke.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Are you coming to Solstice with us in the morning?
No.
You've never done it?
In fairness, I would have done it if I wasn't working today, but I just want to lay in. I don't have one for a while.
So we will be up at, well, I think we're going to leave the house just before 4 o'clock.
That early?
That
Oh,
early?
there is no chance. No
Well,
way.
sunrise is at like 4:40, I
I
think.
sometimes don't get to sleep by that time.
You're just a kung fu madman.
That's what I am. I do my own thing. I follow my own path. That's the cheesiest way, guys. Get on a t-shirt, ink it up. UK. So,
We're going to see you first thing in the morning. There's a slim chance that, you know, when the alarm goes off, we might give it one of them. I don't think so, though, because if Daisy wants to do it, you know, we should do it. So we'll see you in the morning. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Morning.
It is just gone 4 o'clock, and Tracey's still in bed. So we are walking just up the last bit to Stonehenge. It's a bit drizzly, isn't it, Daisy?
Yeah, but it could be worse.
Yeah, we've got no idea what to expect. There are not as many people. Well, we've only seen 3 people, 2 cyclists, so we're going to find out what Summer Solstice is all about. Right, so we're getting a bit closer. As we're getting closer, there's more and more cars about, aren't there?
Yeah.
There is a sign.
Lights up there, so.
There is a sign saying it is closed, but we're not planning to go close to the stones, so we want to see it from a distance. It's getting a bit rainy, but yeah, we're pretty much there. Probably a couple of more minutes and we'll see the stones.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit bleak, a little bit blowy. Strangely enough, probably doesn't look like it, but it is pretty warm. Definitely overdone it with me with my special jumper. How are you feeling, mate?
Come on.
It's a little bit foggy, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole bunch of people here. So, as we're walking in, Stonehenge is about there. So we're not planning to get super close because, you know, it's closed, but we just wanted to see the sun come up. We're not going to get in anyone's way. So yeah, we'll see how close we can get. What we got here then?
This is my friend.
Oh, they're huddling away.
I think Mummy Sheep's upset that her privacy's been invaded.
So you got more sheep out this morning. There's a few people sort of coming more towards it. It's a little bit overcast. It's drizzly. It's not pouring down, apart from, doesn't look like it because I'm a barnet. And just bumped into someone I haven't seen for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, out on his bike, having a ride around. Weird. We've got some druids out.
We all come from the garden, and still her we shall return like a drop of rain. Return like a drop of rain, flow into the
It is cool.
It's like the element of fire. For your presence, and we bid you hail and farewell. Hail and farewell. We should release out the height and the deep. As above, so below, pubs open, let's go.
We got pied off on the weather.
Yes. Oh god.
But how cool was that?
That was really cool. I'm so glad we did it because it'll never be like that again.
No.
I like how you bring the camera down so low because I'm small.
It was a really, really small, intimate gathering. No one was trying to get close to the stones.
Yeah.
King Arthur Pendragon, who's like a local druid here, was there. What a dude!
I know. He was very, yeah, I'll touch on that later, but yeah, it was really just nice.
Yeah, it was a very spiritual thing. There was no sunrise, it didn't come up. It's coming up for 5 o'clock now, and we're soaking, so we're gonna head back, get in the warm, wake the house up, get some coffee on the firm. Daisy's probably going to play with some sheep on the way.
Yeah.
So we'll see you when we get back in the dry. Right, it is 35 minutes past 11. When Daisy and I got back, we got back into bed. She went to bed, I went to bed, and I slept through till about 10 o'clock because we were cold, wet, but that was really, really cool. And it's Father's Day, and I got a lovely present. I have got the new sparkly Adam Hatton Dream Guide, but it looks like Finding Nemo, well, I read this as Finding Nemo the musical. He scored 1 out of 5, but I think that's all about fast passes and how to use a fast pass, and you know, do you need to use a fast pass? Because I'm telling you what, if anyone rates Finding Nemo the musical a 1 out of 5, we're gonna have words. Tonight, because it's Father's Day, we are gonna be having a we are going to be having a takeaway. Morning, children.
Hello.
Everyone all right? Very nice. Thanks so much for my birthday, for my Father's Day presents.
Happy birthday.
So what did you think of this morning?
That was really cool.
Yeah?
It looked pretty moist out there.
It was wet.
It was a tad moist.
It feels like it didn't happen though.
It does feel like, but Daisy made a nice point when we were walking back. You said about, it wasn't like a religious thing, it was just like, it was very inclusive.
Very inclusive.
Did you walk there?
And
Yeah.
It was very inclusive, and yeah, even though we weren't like in the inner circle, but we didn't feel excluded.
Sounded very
We weren't in the inner circle. We weren't in the inner circle.
The inner circle of
Oh, right, okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah. I think when you normally go to, oh, thanks for your input, children.
Welcome.
Thanks very much.
Always here for vlogging.
Cheers. When you normally go, shut up, Luke. When you normally go to the Summer Solstice, there can be up to, I think one year there was like 35,000 people there. This morning there was between 60 and 80 people there. I was really surprised because I didn't think we were going to get anywhere near that close. The police were there and security from Stonehenge. and they were all really cool. They're like, morning. No one was super clear to the stones, because normally what happens, they take all the barriers down and people can, you know, get in and amongst all the stones. But King Arthur Pendragon, who is like a local bit of a face around here, really, especially when it comes to Stonehenge and all that, he was there. A couple of his like club mates, clan, they were there doing their chanting and blessing the ground with mead. It was cool, and I think it's I don't think that's ever going to happen again, you know, because, as I say, normally tens of thousands of people. This morning, only 60 people, I suppose. So yeah, we're going to crack on with the day now. Having a nice chilled day, actually. Bit knackered, bit spaced out, but really pleased we did that this morning. We have finished making our birdhouse, and we have hung him up as well. How cool is that? Right, it is 5 o'clock, and in our house that means time for some wines.
1 o'clock.
Daisy, let's have a look at your new top.
Well, it's like, I've had it for like 2 weeks, I don't want it.
It's nice, it makes me want to phone home.
It's nice.
It's nice. We are having a lovely chilled, oh my goodness, curtains are coming back. We are having a lovely chilled afternoon. Daisy and I are pretty zonked. And we're going to have a curry in a bit. We have smashed out some serious episodes of Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, season 7.
Yeah. And we're not doing any work. We're having a proper chill. We have got no guests in, which is unheard of. And a curry this evening. So, oh, and now we're going to settle down to watch Artemis Fowl. Daisy and I have just watched the first couple of minutes just to see what it feels like. What do you think it feels like, Daisy?
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued, and it's got your man in it.
Josh Gad, got Elder Cunningham.
Nice. Kylo's up for some wines. And yeah, well, we'll see you after the film. So we're all having a family discussion. Fun fact, Tracey is the only one around the table who's happy with her hair.
Only because I did cut it a little bit, but not a lot.
Daisy, you have lovely hair. Luke, nice job.
As well, I look like I'm crying.
We are having a very nice chilled day. Luke, you playing with your mates on FIFA?
Yeah, having a lovely time.
There's a lot of laughter coming from your room.
Building up a Twitter fan base for our pro club.
And me and the girls have been watching Artemis Fowl, which is well good.
Pretty good,
Yeah.
Really good.
Haven't seen much of the cats this weekend, but there we go. There's Starzo. Thanks so much for joining us this weekend. It's been a right old laugh. I think we're going to have a fairly chilled night as well. Maybe a film on the sofa because of our early start.
Despicable 3?
Oh yeah, we haven't seen the Despicable 3. Didn't upload on Friday, which is,
They don't always. Some days is a sure thing, and that they do extras on a Friday, so there was no extra this week, but hey.
Yeah, so we will be tuning into the Despicable 3. Suggest you do the same. And that's it from us for this week.
Cheers, Iz.
What is the matter with you?
I thought it was there.
Right.
All together.
Stay safe. Look after one another. We're going to love you and leave you. Cheers, Iz.
Cheers.